Swifty showed some amazing pace during qualifying, managing to take pole position by just under 2/10. Bradders took P2, with Echo and Dragon only separated by half a tenth behind on the second row.
And we are underway racing here for Season 3 of the Gold Tier. Looks like it's a really nice start from Echo, already coming alongside. They can almost 3 wide, though into turn 1. Brad is up the inside of the Mercedes, going to try and find his way through Dragonflies, fighting with Echo as well. Out of turn 1, through turn 3 now. Brad is up into the lead. Dragonflies challenging for the P2 as well, trying to get alongside that Mercedes of Swifty. Can't quite get it done though. Swifty now down towards turn number 4 with the inside line. Retakes his race lead, but Bradders swooping around the outside, keeps it within the track limits, and takes the lead once again. Bradders from Swifty, from Dragonflies from Echo, then Bobolowski and Xbox. Here comes Bobolowski down the inside of Echo into turn number 7. Now once again down towards turn 1. Swifty already pulling to the inside line to try and get the move done as early as possible. Echo looks like he's a little bit too far back, but the Mercedes has got the move done into turn 1. He's up into P2 once again, and he can set his sights after the Red Bull in front of him. Although Dragonflies with the switchback gets himself back up into P2, and Swifty on the grass there gets a 3-second time penalty. He's down to P4. Wasn't sure where he had gone for a second. I thought he had spun. Echo now gets up into P2, fighting with Dragonflies. A little bit of contact there on the entry to the corner, but the McLaren up into P2, and Bradders has picked up a 3-second time penalty. That could prove costly if those behind can keep it clean. And now down towards turn 1, Wins fighting with Havoc, fighting with Dragonflies, almost 3 wide, down towards turn 1. Echo goes to take the race lead as well, up into P1, but here we go down into turn 1. Wins and Havoc wheel to wheel. Dragonflies losing several positions, and now through turn 2, a little bit of contact. Havoc off the track, Dragonflies gets back past. Wins now going to be under pressure. I don't think he's going to get DRS down towards turn number 4. It looks like Echo is just about holding onto the lead. Here comes Dragonflies, not these bad camera angles again. Dragonflies up into P4. There's damage, I think, flying off one of the cars there. Can we see their end plates? It looks like everybody has all their end plates. Not sure what that was. It looked like a piece of carbon fiber flying. Wins dropping down some positions. Dragonflies still holding on, but it's now 2 seconds to the top 3. Echo from Bradders from Swifty, but here comes Dragonflies down the inside into the center S's. He's fighting it with Swifty, even though there are those time penalties. Swifty picks up another 3-second time penalty. Dragonflies now squeezes his way past. He picks up the DRS as well. Down towards turn number 4. Bradders right on the back of the McLaren. These two wheel to wheel though. Swifty with the outside. Dragonflies with the inside. Little bit of contact and Swifty goes wide. Dragonflies gets the move done. Here comes Bobolowski as well. In on this fight now. Onto the grass. Trying to find his way around the outside. Dragonflies committed though on the inside. Holds onto the P3. Swifty fighting with Bobolowski. Bobolowski going to try and round the outside. Heading into Pinarino. Now is the turn, the inside for turn number 9. These two still scrapping away all the way through the middle sector. Contacts there, heading into Pico de Pato, and Bobolowski is round. He sent spinning round contact between Bobolowski and Swifty, and Bobolowski dropping to the back of the field. Echo, Bradders, Dragonfly, Swifty, your order now. Wins up to P5, Xbox in P6, Downsy up to P7. Bradders gaining on the back of the McLaren, but Dragonflies is looking great right now to take the race win. The only driver without a time penalty in this top 6. Here we go, coming down towards turn number 4. They're going 3 wide, and there's contact between the leaders. Big crash. Echo and Bradders are out of the race. Dragonflies goes on. Swifty up into the race lead once again. We have a big crash involving the leaders on lap 34 and 36. There's damage to Dragonflies from wing. Swifty leads us from Dragonflies, Wins Xbox and Downsy now. This is going to be the fight for the race win. They cannot stick close enough. So Swifty cannot pull far enough away from these two to break that penalty. So now, as we head now through the final corner, Dragonflies with the wing damage. Can he get a good enough exit? He's going to get the slipstream from Wins, but Downsy right behind him. These two without the time penalty. It's going to be a run to the line. Who got the better exit? Who has the better straight line speed? Up to the line. It looks like it's going to be Dragonflies, who wins in Belgium. Not in Belgium, that's Diamond. He wins in Brazil. Downsy takes P2, Avni P3. Swifty comes home in P4 after the penalty. Wins takes P5, Oscar takes P6, Havoc in P7, Rob 8th, Echo 9th, Xbox 10th. AD picks up 11th, Josh 12th, and Red Dog 13th in the end, but it was only a 10th of a second between Dragonflies and Downsy across the line. That wing damage could not take that win away from him. What a drive from Downsy to take the race win. That was a chaotic end. Driver of the day goes to Downsy, and that is well deserved. 17th to 2nd. What a drive.
We saw a close fight throughout the race between Swifty, Bradders and Echo, but after a late safety car, the pack closed back up. Heading down towards turn 4, there was contact between Dragon, Echo and Bradders, leaving Dragon with wing damage and dropping the others out of contention. Dragon was able to hold off the challenge from Downsy behind and picked up the race win for round 1, as he did last season. Downsy managed to make up 15 positions to finish P2, with Avni taking his first podium from 13th on the grid.